Sometimes projects don't have to be complicated to be beautiful. In today's video, I'm working on some very simple projects using a transfer, a couple different decoupage papers, paint, wax, and some mistakes happen along the way, but that's okay because I'm having fun creating. So I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope you are inspired to create. For this project, I want to use this frame that I have purchased probably at a garage sale or a flea market. I'm really not for sure. But I wanted to have a canvas insert, and I don't have an oval canvas insert. So I'm going to try to make one. So I have a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to cut out the oval shape and size that I need for this frame. So I got it cut out. I cut it out just a little bit bigger than what I traced around because I wanted to make sure that I got it big enough. So I'm going to have to trim just a little bit along the edges here. So I do have an 11 by 14 canvas, and I'm just going to take the canvas off of its frame, and then I'm going to trace around and apply it to my cardboard. I didn't even take it off the frame. I thought it would be just as easy to do it this way. And I'm just cutting around where I traced. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac glue to glue that onto my cardboard. So I'm wanting to use up some of the transfers that I have, the IOD transfers, and I have this left, and it came from the Fairy Merry Christmas book a few years ago from Iron Orchid Designs. So I'm going to be using that transfer, and then I'm going to be using this transfer that came out of this transfer book right here from IOD. I'm just going to be applying these straight to the canvas that I glued onto the cardboard. I'm going to be putting down this wreath first. So now I'm going to be applying the lady, but I'm going to take this backing paper off so I can kind of see a little bit better where I want to place her. Okay, I think I like that, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer her on. As you can probably see, you can see some of the leaves, the greenery in the background because I placed the lady over the top of the wreath, but I'm fine with that. I think it just adds a little bit more character to the image. So I have a little bit of the wreath left, and I think I'm not for sure, but I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a little bit over the top of this hair right here on the lady and see if I like it better. I do like it, but I just feel like I made her head just a little bit too pointy right there, but it doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna leave it like that or not, but the transfers do need to be sealed in, so I'm going to be sealing this in with the Dixie Belle clear coat in the flat finish. And I also wanted to say, if you don't care for the shadowing like that she has on her from the wreath, you could place her down first, and then you would just have to cut out your wreath pieces the way you wanted to lay them around her. That's the best thing that I can think of to do. If you have another idea, leave it in the comments for us. So while the Dixie Belle top coat is drying, I thought about using milk paint on the frame, but I like the frame the way it is. I just think it needs a little bit, just needs to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to use some Fusion wax in the color Espresso and just go around and add some wax. I think the Fusion wax just added a little bit of dimension to this, and I think that's all it needed. So I was going to add a little bit of gold, but I really don't think it needs it. So I'm going to leave it like this and let it dry. For my next project, I purchased this suitcase at a flea market. I think it was $2.50, and I'm going to be decoupaging it. So I want a neutral background for my decoupage paper. So I'm going to be painting the front and the back of the suitcase in the Fusion color Chateau, and I'm going to be leaving the sides and the top the color that they are. So the suitcase has been painted with one coat of paint. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to put the decoupage paper over the top. And I'm going to be using this recycled plaid decoupage paper. It just came out recently. I love the colors on this. I think it's so pretty and it matches really well with the suitcase. So I'm just going to go around and figure out what size I need to cut my decoupage paper. I'm going to leave it folded in half because I'm going to be doing both sides, and that way I can just cut them both out at the same time. But I'm just going to go around and like use my finger as a guide as to where I need to cut my decoupage paper. Okay, the decoupage paper has been trimmed down. Now it is time to decoupage it on. have some wrinkling on this side, but I'm not going to stress about it because I don't want to rip my decoupage paper. I would rather have a few wrinkles than to have the paper rip. So I decided for the second side, I'm going to start decoupaging in the middle and work my way out to the sides and see if that will help me with the bubbles and wrinkles. Just because this suitcase has rounded corners and I don't want to have to lift up the paper. I would rather do the rounded corners last. So let's see if that works. As you can see, I just ripped my paper. So I would rather have wrinkles than rips. I think I got that taken care of pretty fast, so that should be okay. The next project is going to be super easy. I have had this frame in my stash for a long time. I really like this frame, and I'm not going to paint it either. I'm just going to get it cleaned up. I might put a little bit of Howard's Restore Wax on there, and then I'm going to add a piece of decoupage paper to this. So I'm going to be using this beautiful decoupage paper from Decoupage Queen. It is an L&J Goods paper. It's called the Harvest. I think this is so beautiful. All the details. It looks like it was hand stitched. So I'm going to trim this down to size and put it in my frame. An easy way I do this, I just set my glass on the piece of decoupage paper and I place it where I want the image to be. And for this paper, I can just tear around the glass. And then that way I know that I'm getting the image where I want it. And it's just a little bit easier for me. You can use the scissors and trim it. And for now, I have just taped my backing on. I need to get one of those framing tools, but I don't have one yet. So this will work for now. These were pretty simple projects today, but I think they turned out really good. I had a lot of fun creating. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite project that I worked on today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.